Exposing the origins of sin in a perfect world, we delve into one of the most profound and enduring stories ever told. This is the story of Adam and Eve, a tale that has been passed down through generations, shaping the moral and spiritual framework of countless cultures. According to the book of Genesis, God created Adam from the dust of the earth. He breathed life into him and placed him in the Garden of Eden, a paradise of abundance and harmony where every need was met and every creature lived in peace. But God saw that Adam was alone and needed a companion, so he caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep, took one of his ribs, and from it created Eve. Together they lived in perfect harmony, enjoying the beauty and bounty of Eden. They were free to eat from any tree in the garden except one, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. This tree stood as a test of their obedience and trust in God's command. But then a serpent, often interpreted as a symbol of Satan, approached Eve. The serpent was cunning and persuasive, whispering to her, "You will not surely die, for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Tempted by the promise of wisdom and the allure of becoming like God, Eve took the forbidden fruit and ate it. She then shared it with Adam, who also ate. Instantly, their eyes were opened. They felt a profound sense of shame and vulnerability, realizing their nakedness for the first time. They hastily sewed fig leaves together to cover themselves. When God called for them, they were filled with fear and hid among the trees of the garden. Their disobedience had shattered the innocence and trust that once defined their relationship with God. God confronted them, asking if they had eaten from the forbidden tree. In their fear and guilt, they began to blame one another. Adam pointed to Eve, saying, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." Eve, in turn, blamed the serpent, saying, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." As a result of their disobedience, God pronounced a series of curses. The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly and eat dust all the days of its life. Eve was sentenced to painful childbirth and a complex relationship with her husband. Adam was condemned to toil and labor for his sustenance, working the ground that would now produce thorns and thistles. Expelled from Eden, Adam and Eve were sent out into a world that was now harsh and unforgiving. To prevent their return, God placed cherubim and a flaming sword that flashed back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life. The story of Adam and Eve introduces the concept of sin and the profound consequences that come with it. It speaks to the human condition, our struggles, and the inherent need for redemption and reconciliation with the divine. It's a tale of innocence lost and the harsh consequences of choices. Their story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of obedience, the dangers of temptation, and the enduring hope for redemption. What do you think? Is it a myth, a cautionary tale, or the ultimate lesson in human nature? The story of Adam and Eve continues to inspire reflection and debate, inviting us to explore the depths of our own humanity and our relationship with the divine. Throughout history, scholars, theologians, and philosophers have pondered the deeper meanings of this story. Some view it as a literal account of the first humans, while others see it as a symbolic narrative that conveys profound truths about human nature and our place in the world. In various cultures and religious traditions, the story of Adam and Eve has been interpreted in myriad ways. It has been depicted in art, literature, and film, each interpretation adding new layers of meaning and insight. The Garden of Eden itself has become a symbol of an ideal state of being, a place of perfect harmony and peace. It represents a longing for a lost paradise and the hope for a future restoration. The moral and ethical questions raised by the story of Adam and Eve are timeless. They challenge us to consider the nature of temptation, the consequences of our actions, and the possibility of forgiveness and redemption. On a personal level, the story speaks to the complexities of human relationships. It explores themes of trust, betrayal, and the enduring bond between individuals, even in the face of adversity. In religious communities, the story of Adam and Eve is often used to teach important lessons about faith, obedience, and the nature of sin. It serves as a foundational narrative that shapes the beliefs and practices of millions of people around the world. In the modern era, the story of Adam and Eve intersects with scientific discussions about human origins and evolution. While some see a conflict between science and scripture, others find ways to harmonize these perspectives, seeing the story as a metaphorical expression of deeper truths. The historical and archaeological study of ancient texts continues to shed light on the context in which the story of Adam and Eve was written. These studies help us understand the cultural and historical background of the narrative, enriching our appreciation of its significance. For many, the story of Adam and Eve is a source of spiritual guidance and inspiration. It encourages introspection and a deeper understanding of one's own spiritual journey. The universal themes of the story resonate across different faith traditions, fostering interfaith dialogue and a shared exploration of the human experience. In today's world, the story of Adam and Eve continues to be relevant as we navigate new ethical challenges and moral dilemmas. It reminds us of the enduring questions about right and wrong and the impact of our choices on ourselves and others. Whether viewed as a historical account, a myth, or a profound allegory, the story of Adam and Eve invites us to reflect on our own lives, our choices, and our relationship with the divine. Ultimately, the story of Adam and Eve is one of hope. Despite the fall from grace, it points to the possibility of redemption and the hope for a restored relationship with the divine. It reminds us that we are all part of a larger story, connected by our shared humanity and our collective journey towards understanding and reconciliation. As we contemplate the timeless tale of Adam and Eve, we are invited to explore the depths of our own hearts, to seek wisdom and to strive for a life of harmony and peace. What do you think? Is it a myth, a cautionary tale, or the ultimate lesson in human nature? The story of Adam and Eve continues to inspire reflection and debate, inviting us to explore the depths of our own humanity and our relationship with the divine.